Is marriage really a natural instinct, or is it just a social construct we've created? Today, we're exploring a question that challenges everything we think we know about relationships. While animals live according to instinct, without the need for ceremonies or legal bonds, humans have designed an entire system around marriage. But why? Could it be that marriage isn't something we're born needing, but something we've built for our own survival and social harmony? In this video, we'll dive into both the biological and social aspects of marriage, unraveling the truth behind its origin and purpose. From childhood upbringing to the complex role marriage plays in shaping our lives. Let's uncover how and why humans chose to organize relationships the way we do. Stick around as we explore the deeper side of marriage and discover how it might not be as natural as you think. Before we dive deeper, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you never miss an episode of our thought-provoking discussions. If you're ready to challenge the norm and explore ideas that reshape how we see the world, this channel is the place to be. Now let's get into it.
The best.
It is undeniable that one of the most common aspects of human life includes marriage, a positive desire for many people who are not yet married. Thoughts of happiness, love, and family motivate people to seek marriage. Marriage is a formal union between two people, aimed at sharing life, love, and mutual support. Historically and culturally, marriage has been considered a social contract recognized by society, government, or religion. Often, marriage involves vows of loyalty, respect, and support between spouses. Marriage is more than just love. It represents a long-term partnership that forms the foundation of family and shared life, including responsibilities, duties, and shared goals. There are various types of marriages that differ according to culture, religion, law, and tradition. Some of these types include Christian marriage. This is a marriage performed according to Christian beliefs. It is regarded as sacred and a covenant before God. It is conducted in a church and officiated by pastors or priests. Islamic marriage, nikah. This is a marriage conducted according to Islamic law. It is a contract involving marital agreements in the presence of witnesses, with a dowry paid to the bride, and the husband is expected to provide for her. Traditional marriage. This follows the customs and traditions of a particular ethnic group. It may involve specific rituals, such as paying a dowry to the bride's family. This marriage is often socially recognized by community members. Civil government marriage. Civil marriage is conducted under government authority and recognized legally. It is not required to be religious, but is for people seeking legal recognition. Polygamous marriage. In this type, a man may have more than one wife simultaneously. This is common in some cultures and religions, such as Islam, provided the man can meet the needs of all his wives equally. Monogamous marriage. This is a marriage between one husband and one wife. It is the most widely recognized type globally and promotes fidelity and partnership between only two people. Companionate marriage. This marriage focuses more on emotional and companionship aspects between the spouses without the pressure of having children. People enter this marriage for love, understanding, and friendship. Marriage of convenience. This type of marriage is not based on love, but on specific goals, such as obtaining citizenship, financial gain, or achieving certain business or political objectives. These are some types of marriage in the surrounding society. Despite the differences in types of marriage, there are key elements that are common and serve as the foundation for most marriages worldwide.
Almost all marriages require a commitment to partnership and fidelity between spouses. This is the foundation for maintaining a long-term relationship without breaking trust. Most marriages are built on mutual support in emotional, financial, and overall life matters. Spouses are expected to support each other in the challenges and joys of life. Respect between spouses is an essential element mentioned in most marriages. Each person is expected to value and respect their partner as a helper and life partner. Many marriages are built on shared goals and plans, whether about family, financial growth, or individual and family success. Although cultures and religions differ, most provide morals and principles to maintain a peaceful and cohesive marriage, such as patience, forgiveness, and tolerance. Most marriages are legally or religiously recognized, which gives them a special weight in society. This legal or religious recognition brings accountability, legally or morally. While not the goal of every marriage, many involve the expectation of having and raising children together, promoting family continuity and culture across generations. Building families and continuing generations, marriage provides a stable foundation for raising and nurturing children. It helps children receive stable parenting and partnership from both parents, contributing to social and intellectual development. Strengthening social morals. Marriage strengthens social morals by building strong families. Married people often contribute significantly to society by providing social, educational, and financial support to their children and future generations. Legal and economic security. Marriage provides legal security, especially regarding property, inheritance, and family rights. It also helps plan finances if one spouse passes away or is absent.
Marriage has many benefits, increasing happiness, stability, and success for the spouses, their children, and society as a whole. However, why do marriage vows include difficult oaths, such as the lifetime vow of "till death do us part"? If it is a good thing, why are we taught about patience and forgiveness? This teaches us that, although marriage is a good thing, it still has big and challenging aspects, which is why people take difficult oaths and practice patience. Married life can be challenging due to various obstacles. Here are some reasons that contribute to difficulties in married life. Differences in personality and expectations. Two people in a marriage may have different personalities, values, and expectations. This can lead to conflicts if they lack communication to understand and exchange their expectations. Financial pressure. Financial challenges are a major reason for difficulties in marriage. Financial stress can lead to worries and conflicts about spending, investing, and managing the family budget. Poor communication. Communication is the foundation of a strong marriage, but a lack of good communication can lead to misunderstandings, mistrust, and increased problems. If spouses cannot communicate openly and express their feelings, conflicts may escalate. Lack of patience and forgiveness. Marriage requires patience and forgiveness to maintain a healthy relationship. Sometimes spouses lack patience and end up feeling hurt, leading to discord. Unrealistic expectations. Many people enter marriage with high expectations that are not easy to meet. When these expectations are unmet, it becomes difficult for spouses to tolerate and adapt to reality. Family responsibilities and children. Children are a great blessing, but raising them brings numerous responsibilities and pressures, financially, health-wise, and emotionally. Spouses may find challenges in managing family responsibilities while trying to maintain their relationship. These difficulties may lead someone to reach a point of self-harm or make hard decisions, such as leaving the marriage. This may be caused by heavy emotional and environmental challenges. Spouses may face great stress due to ongoing conflicts or the inability to get emotional support. As conflicts increase, one may feel hopeless, which may trigger thoughts of self-harm or escape from the situation.
Sometimes, marriage can involve physical, emotional, or sexual abuse. This abuse can make a person feel worthless, mistreated, or mentally hurt to the point of being unable to endure, thus considering self-harm or leaving altogether. Sometimes, a person can be in a marriage but feel lonely, especially if communication and closeness with their spouse are lost. This situation can lead to feelings of isolation and reach a point where drastic solutions are sought. Decreased self-worth and feelings of being unimportant. In a challenging marriage, one may feel unworthy, unimportant, or not meeting their spouse's expectations. This self-perception can place someone in a negative psychological state that encourages thoughts of self-harm. Financial challenges can significantly affect a person's emotional state. Those in debt or unable to afford family needs may experience stress, which can push them to consider difficult decisions. Mental health conditions such as depression, anxiety, and PTSD may contribute to thoughts of self-harm or tough decisions. These conditions can sometimes be triggered by difficult marriage situations, and if one does not receive professional help, the situation may worsen. It's possible for there to be many challenges that create difficulties in marriage, but it's hard to deny that infidelity stands out as one of the biggest. But what leads to infidelity? Infidelity can be caused by various factors, which often differ depending on the circumstances of the marriage and the feelings of the individuals involved. When couples have poor communication, they may begin to feel unrecognized or undervalued by their partner. A lack of effective communication reduces intimacy and satisfaction in marriage, which can lead one partner to seek comfort elsewhere.
A person might betray their partner if they feel their emotional or physical needs are unmet within the marriage. Infidelity can serve as a way to find emotional satisfaction or physical desires that haven't been fulfilled within the relationship. Over time, the relationship can become routine, and spouses may feel a lack of excitement. Some people see infidelity as a way to experience new happiness, excitement, or change that they feel is missing from their marriage. Friends, family, and the surrounding environment can have a significant influence. Individuals who might find it easy to betray are often influenced by friends or close acquaintances who encourage them to try relationships outside of marriage. Sometimes a person feels insecure or unworthy and seeks infidelity as a way to feel valued. By getting involved with someone else, a person may feel more appreciated or elevated, especially if they don't feel these emotions within their marriage. Lack of integrity and strong values. Some people may lack a strong sense of values about fidelity in marriage. They don't fully understand the weight of loyalty or consider infidelity to be a minor issue. Occasionally, someone may betray their partner as a form of revenge, especially if they have been cheated on in the past or feel hurt. This often happens as a way to release anger or emotional pain on their partner.
Others are tempted to cheat when they meet someone new who appears to possess qualities or attractiveness that their partner lacks. The desire for change, attraction to another person, or craving something new can lead to infidelity. Lack of boundaries and poor impulse control. People who do not set boundaries in relationships or lack self-control may find it easy to betray their partner. A lack of emotional or sexual restraint makes a person more susceptible to temptation and leads to short-term decisions without considering their consequences.
Marriage is not a natural thing, it is a human construct. Due to these reasons, as well as the challenges of marriage, the concept emerges that marriage is not a natural phenomenon, but rather a system created by humans for their own well-being, especially in matters of family and upbringing. Unlike animals whose purpose in mating is mainly for reproduction, humans, with their intelligence and knowledge, have set up a system for managing life in a way that makes it easier to navigate. However, the reality is that humans can live without marriage. It appears that marriage is a framework that humans have established to facilitate life and promote well-being, especially in the context of raising children and maintaining social order. Unlike animals whose relationships are primarily biologically driven for reproduction. Here is a deeper exploration of this concept. Marriage as a social structure. Marriage is not an inherent need for humans as biological beings, but is a social and cultural structure designed to manage relationships, coordinate wealth, and establish a stable foundation for family. This helps humans create the stability needed for successful family and social life. Sexual relationships and reproduction. Unlike animals, for whom sex is purely for reproduction, for humans, it involves emotions and builds close relationships. However, sex does not imply marriage. Humans can have sexual lives without being married, indicating that marriage is a voluntary structure based on individual desires and expectations. Living without marriage. Essentially, humans can live without marriage, and some people choose to do so. In modern societies, many people live alone, have short-term relationships, or engage in informal relationships. This shows that marriage is more of a choice than an essential need. Role of intelligence and knowledge. Humans use intelligence and knowledge to plan and select the best social structures. Marriage is one of these structures, helping humans create a stable environment for raising children, reinforcing family inheritance, and ensuring social security. The concept that marriage is a social arrangement created by humans for their own well-being is valid. It's a structure intended to help achieve family and social goals, but doesn't imply that marriage is necessary for human life.
Exploring further, the idea of marriage demonstrates how humans have used their intelligence and knowledge to create a system aimed at organizing and controlling life beyond mere biological needs. Here's a more in-depth breakdown of this idea. Marriage as a social framework. In many societies, marriage is a framework established to help members live in harmony. It was created for three main purposes. Social security. Marriage helps establish the family, which is the foundation of society. Every society has its own forms of marriage, but they all aim to ensure order and assign specific roles to each participant. Child rearing. Marriage emphasizes raising children, as society needs a new generation raised in stable environments with values. This differs from many animals who rely solely on nature without any specific plan or structure. Control of wealth and inheritance. Since humans manage assets and resources, marriage is used as a way to control ownership, inheritance, and ensure that resources are passed on to the next generation through a legally organized manner. Sexual relationships and human emotions. Sex and emotional intimacy. For humans, sex is not only for reproduction, it has significant emotional impact and helps strengthen spiritual and physical bonds. Many animals do not involve deep emotions in mating, but for humans, it adds depth to the relationship. Sexual relationships outside marriage. This shows that unlike animals driven by natural instincts, humans can have sexual relationships outside of marriage, or without marriage altogether. This demonstrates that marriage and sex are two different things and are not mutually exclusive. Marriage as a conflict prevention tool. Humans have created marriage as a way to manage conflict, especially due to the nature of needing assets and inheritance. Through marriage establishes morality. It sets moral standards expected from married individuals, such as loyalty and responsibility, to ensure that life is organized and to prevent frequent conflicts. Marriage laws. Since humans have the intelligence to plan and organize, they have created marriage laws to preserve equity and justice. In many societies, there are laws governing the division of assets if a marriage ends, ensuring that no one is left disadvantaged. The biological nature of humans and marriage conflicts. Biological tendencies. Humans, as living beings, have a nature that seeks freedom and change, which can conflict with the idea of staying with only one person for life. This is why marriage faces challenges like infidelity or psychological conflicts. Need for intellectual and social growth. Humans have the need to interact with different people to learn new things and broaden their knowledge. This can conflict with the idea of being tied to one person and lead to challenges within marriage. Can humans live without marriage? Indeed, humans can live without marriage, since marriage is a system created by society to manage things. For instance, many people live independently and find emotional and social fulfillment through friends, work, or informal family structures. The essence is that you may desire sexual intimacy with someone other than your partner, yet refrain due to self-imposed principles rather than inability. The body may desire intimacy with another, but the choice to abstain is due to the order and values set by oneself, not because of biological constraints. This is what distinguishes humans from animals, as humans have the ability to set their own rules. However, on the matter of sex, we are similar because it is a natural urge, not a human-made desire. People who choose not to marry can still form close relationships with others and attain emotional stability without formal marriage. This indicates that marriage is not a fundamental natural requirement, but rather a social need created by humans. In summary, marriage is an arrangement created to help humans attain stability, manage assets, and ease parenting, but it is not a natural requirement like sex or relationships. Instead, it is a social framework meant to bring order and well-being to society.
Thanks for sticking with us as we've journeyed through these different perspectives on marriage, its purpose, challenges, and the social structures behind it. We've covered how marriage isn't necessarily an inherent or natural necessity, but rather a social arrangement shaped by human needs for stability, family, and community. Whether you agree with marriage as a choice or a social obligation, it's clear that relationships and commitment play a central role in shaping our lives. If you found this conversation thought-provoking, please give it a like and consider subscribing so you won't miss more content on topics like these. And don't hesitate to join the discussion. Leave a comment sharing your thoughts or personal views on marriage and relationships. Thank you once again for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. I'm Bobo the Best.